Okay, all right. We'll probably go ahead and kick things off to be respectful of everyone's time. I think I know everyone here, or most people, but my name is Chelsey Roney. I'm co-founder of Proxi. And Melinda, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Melinda. I'm also co-founder of Proxi. I am our head technical developer. So if you're in the help desk every once in a while, we've probably chatted before.
Yeah. And I kind of handle most things that are not tech, and we partner on everything together. So, all right. So we are so happy that you are here this morning. Melinda and I are very excited to announce our new feature called Guides. Guides are intended to be a mobile experience for your audience, such that you can create a curated list of places. Your audience can register to access that list of curated places with their email and/or phone number. Once they do access that list of places, they can save them to their own list, and they can mark when they visited a spot, allowing them to keep track of your recommendations and how they've utilized those recommendations. You can also communicate with your audience via SMS or email with this feature, which is super powerful. You can announce things like when a new spot is added to your list, or when a special is happening on the map. So it's a really powerful way to generate leads, to communicate with your leads, and to get data back on how your leads or your audience is using your map. So the really neat thing about this as well is that you can publish them, you can share the map, and you can have a guide attached to it. So you can have both of those live at the same time. And if people want to register for the guide, they can. Or you can just publish the registration form for the guide itself to essentially block the list of places until they register. So it works in a number of different ways. Another cool thing here is that pretty soon we'll be launching, or you can sell the guides. So you can have a product associated with your guide, and that means that you can charge for it. So you can say this guide is, a one-time fee of $50 or $100 or something like this, and people can have a really easy, or I guess subjectively easy, Travis, checkout experience on their mobile device. So that's pretty exciting too, and all that money does go directly, to your bank account with a Stripe interface. So that's a little bit about the product. I'm going to go through this with you. We will work together through every step. Melinda, do you have anything to add to my verbal explanation before we jump into the demonstration?
Nope, I'll just say for the new folks, if you have any questions as we're going, feel free to either raise your hand. There's a little hand icon in the bottom, or you can send a message in the chat and I'll be monitoring that there.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, so today I am going to start this demonstration with you all acting as a participant of a guide, and then we'll walk through the back end of that guide and how it was created, all of the settings, and go from there. So what I'm going to do is a couple of different things. I'm going to copy and paste a link and put it in the chat. Melinda, we're using your Texas Michelin guide that I love so much. And or you can take out your mobile device and scan a QR code that I'm about to put up on the screen. So hold on just a moment. So this, as I mentioned just a moment ago, we are now pretending like you are your audience. So go ahead and scan the QR code. And or click the link. This really is intended to be a mobile experience, however, so please note that if you're going through it on desktop. I'll give everyone 30 seconds, 45 seconds, if someone could speak up when they've made it through that registration process, so I can understand where people are, that would be great. Kind of like looking up at the teacher when you're done with a test at school. Thank you, Brandy. I'll wait just a couple more minutes for, there we go. Hey, Josh, thanks. Okay, so what you should be, I guess I'll start talking. What you should be experiencing on mobile right now is the guides interface. So we have several different tabs or several different tabs at the top of that mobile experience. One of which is the location list. And Melinda is holding that up on her screen there. Thanks, Melinda. And so that list of locations, you can click into every single place. You can get more information about those places. And when you decide that you're ready to save that to your own list, or when your audience is ready to save that to their own list, all they need to do is click save. Oh, thanks, Cindy. Whenever you do click save, those places go to the tab that's called My List. Mel, would you mind flashing that up again if you have that?
I have a lot saved on my list because I'm going to Texas for the holidays. So I'm going to try to visit some of these in Dallas.
Our girl is a foodie, so she can report back to us. And then, Melinda, what would happen when you visit the place? What are you going to do?
Oh, to visit the place?
Yeah, you're going to click Mark as visited, right? So you can keep track.
Yep.
So
I'll open the card and click Mark as visited. Although this card looks a little bit big right now, but I don't know if I might be in the beta one. Hold on.
Yeah, so basically what happens is when someone visits a place on your curated list, they can click Mark as visited. And whenever they do click Mark as visited, that place flips over to that visited tab at the top. Okay, the next thing I'd like to do with you all is attempt to save this to your home screen. So this feature was designed in large part to help you have a app-like experience without paying for a developer. I hope that resonates with you all. That's really what we're trying to do. To make this act like an app on your phone or your users or your audience's phone, what you'll need to do is save that to your home screen like an app. So at the URL, where the URL is on your mobile device, please look for a little share icon. It usually has an arrow above a little box. Pretend like you're sharing that link with a friend. When you click that link, there should, on most phones, be an option to save to home screen. Did anyone?
It's this little, if you're on an iPhone, it's this middle button here. And then it'll say save to home screen. And we're actually going to be launching better, more clear instructions for them to a pop-up to show them exactly, step 1, step 2, step 3, how to save this.
Yep. So whenever you click that and you click save to home screen, Melinda's showing you what that looks like.
Don't worry. It'll either look like this or like this, but either way, it'll say, what challenge this is. And then once the user opens it, they'll have access to their specific challenge page at all times.
Their specific guide page. Yep.
Oh, yeah, sorry, guide page.
Yep, exactly. And you customize the app icon, you customize the app name, so to speak. So we can help you do that at any point. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do, because I talked to you about the power of sending messages to folks, is that I'm going to text everyone real quick. And
Chelsey, just know that this will text all the people who are.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Don't worry. I've thought about my message that will go to all those people. Hold on, I'm writing my message now. Okay. All right, send. Am I nervous? Yes. Here we go. All right. Everyone should be receiving a text message from me and the Texas Michelin Guide that says something like, thank you for your interest in Proxi Guides. Email Chelsey with any questions that you have. And I'm assuming a couple people. Okay, there we go. So the idea behind these messages is that you would text people if there's a special event coming up, if there is a new spot added to your guide, if there are special offers associated with places on your guide, really to influence foot traffic going into the places on your guide. Does anyone have any questions about the customer or audience experience behind this feature? Brandy, I do see your question and I hear you. We can respond to that in a little bit. Ray, tell me what question you have.
I just have a note that, so to save that to the home screen, Brave does this. I use Brave most of the time, and it usually doesn't give the option to save the home screen. So then I have to open up Safari, do the same thing, and then it gives the option. But anyway, just point of interest if anyone's using Brave.
Yeah, that's good context. Maybe I'll say I can add that to the instructions. If you're not seeing this, try one of these browsers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions about the customer experience?
I'm using Chrome. Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, I have a question in terms of how are things, like I can see all the list of places, but are they filtered, or like I see that they have tags on them, but is there a place that I could just search by French cuisine or? Oh,
yep. So if you look up here, there are some filters. You can filter by tag. I'm not sure if I added a bunch. Oh yeah, I did add some tags on here. So yeah, you can do pretty advanced and/or filtering and things like that if you're looking for certain types of, categories or cuisines.
Awesome.
Mel, I wonder if we make that filter button match the banner color or something.
Yeah, maybe make it a little bit clearer. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Good feedback. Bill, did you have something?
Yes. So I'm using Chrome and Android, and I get your text message perfectly. What I'm having trouble with is saving it to the home screen. I did click share. Let me see if I can go back here. There we go. I did click share. It's the third on the top bar. And while it's giving me the ability to copy the link, I'm not seeing any instructions on or buttons or ways to save to the home screen.
If there's, it looks like Brandy just figured it out on Android. It's usually not the share button in Proxi necessarily. It's usually some sort of perimeter button around. So, around the outside, there might be
on your browser.
For Android, I think it's a ... It's either way at the top or way at the bottom.
Okay, I got you now.
Okay.
Yep, it's the ... You're absolutely right.
And we'll add better instructions for that for everyone to know how to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now, the other thing here, a sneaky way for you to perhaps make some extra revenue using this feature is to charge places on the map to send money or to send messages to your audience. So that might be an interesting little use case. All right, so with that, we are going to go ahead and jump into the creator experience.
And while Chelsea's pulling that up, one thing that I think is so neat about this is that it's this persistent thing. You can make the guide, once and update it over time, and then your audience has this constantly updated, thing that they can keep track of where they've been, and you can see what they've favorited, you can see where they've been, and you can send messages when you've updated it. So it's kind of a way to own your own audience. Like if for example you are an influencer and you have a large Instagram following, you can have them sign up for this, and now you kind of own that email address, you own that relationship through this ongoing piece, asset.
And what's also neat about this is that you can add it to any of the maps that you already have going in Proxi. So it's not like you're going to have to start from scratch if you'd like to implement this. Okay, so all right, we're going to start with the assumption that all of you know how to create a map in Proxi. You know how to add points in Proxi. And if someone here doesn't and you'd like a demo on that, I'm more than happy to set up time with you to learn how to use the tool in general. But we're going to jump right into guides. So the way that you do that is you go to apps and then you find the word guide and you click activate. I've already activated it on this map. Once you activate an app, it appears below the word apps on the left-hand side in settings. So you click guide and then it drops you into this experience. As with some of our other features, we recommend starting on the left and going to the right in terms of setup. So we'll start on the setup screen. You'll give it a name and then you'll give it an about. You saw this when you see this on the home screen on your mobile device. Then you go into places and it will have all of the places on your map listed. You can click make all active if you wish, or select the ones that you want to appear on your curated list in the guide. Any questions so far? Next, you'll go to registration and sharing. I will go through how to set up the registration page first, and we'll return to sharing in a moment. What you'll do is you'll give your registration page a header. You'll give it a description. And finally, you'll give it your own call to action. Next, you can collect different pieces of information from your audience. You can have a username, an email address, which is required, and a phone number, which is not required, but you can make it so if you wish. Then you can add additional custom fields. You can decide on the field type. It can be text, number, checkbox, URL, or select. You can make it required. The most common one that I see is zip code or postal code, because people want to understand where their audience is coming from. Theoretically, you could also collect other demographic information, or maybe job title if you wanted, or not sure what you're looking for. It's really based on your audience, but you can collect whatever data you need to. Then you can input your terms and conditions URL, and you can require opt-in to terms and conditions to register. Down below, you'll see that this is where you can require payment for registration, or you can solicit for a donation along with registration. So you can sell your guides as you wish.
Chelsey, can I interrupt here?
Of course.
One note here is whenever we're launching a better payment processing system where you get paid out, regularly, and I think it's 2 days or something like that. When that launches, probably tomorrow or Friday, there will actually be a new tab at the top called payments that will have more options around this. So it won't be here in registration. It'll be a full tab at the top.
Right. But it works similarly and is fairly intuitive. Okay, so that is all about the registration form itself and how you brand it. Oh, you can give it a cover image and a logo. That's very important. The cover image, I recommend like a solid color or a pattern, or, a vague background image that the logo would look good at on top of. Okay, so the next thing that you'll do is share your guide and have people register. Registration can take place before a guide goes live if you wish. So people can register before you launch if you want that to happen, or they can both be live at the same time. But these are all of your sharing modalities right here. So you can get an embed code to embed on your website. You can get the link QR code, or a join code. Whenever you want your registration to go live, it's really important that you toggle this on at the top left, the registration is active toggle right here. When you're ready for your guide to go live, you'll toggle on that. And in most cases, they would probably go live at the same time. Yes, Ray, what's your question? This is a great point to ask.
Do you know if, okay, so can Zapier fill this form out if it was linked to like another membership site?
Yeah, Melinda says yes.
Okay,
Yes. Yep,
Yeah,
we
perfect.
could talk with you
I
about
just need
that.
to get you an ID for your challenge. So you'll go ahead and set it up, and then I'll give you that challenge ID and
The
we
guide
have
ID. Mhm.
guide ID. And there's a process you can just hit our webhooks with and
Perfect.
send people.
Beauty. Thank you.
I see a question from Cindy. This is not included in Pro. This is included in Have It All. Or the next cheapest way to get it is with a yearly subscription of guides, which I believe turns out to be $99 a month. Mel, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Participants is the next tab that we will turn to. I'm not going to, well, okay, so when we jump into a participant here, let's do me, you can see where all they've checked in or, excuse me, you can see what all places that they've saved or, excuse me, visited right here. And you can resend them their unique link. You get their phone number and email. In the recording, I will blur all of your personal information out so no one gets that. Okay. And you can download all of this information as well. The next thing I'll show you is the messaging. So you can click Create Message, and you can create emails or text messages. You can have them blast at immediately or at a specified time, or you can do automated messaging. The only automated type of message you can send today is when a user registers. So we would recommend you coming in here, clicking, setting up this automated email. When a user registers, you can completely customize it. We do have a default message that goes out today, but we would definitely recommend that you customize your message here. And all of you should have received a customized message that Melinda had created for this guide in your inboxes, so you can see what that looks like. Within messaging, you can also get previews. And when you're done previewing and writing your message, you can activate it. Down at the bottom, you can see sent and scheduled messages. Up here, you can also send blast messages. As we talked about before, you can send them immediately or at a scheduled time, and you can draft that email here or text there, and then click send now or schedule that message. Any questions at this time? The next tab up here is AI chat setup. We eventually hope to have a natural language chat feature. Melinda, would you care to elaborate on that at all, or we'll just pause?
I think
for
it
the
is what it
future?
sounds like. Yeah, it'll use the data that you'll opt in. If you don't want your data being used by AI, we will not do anything with it or send it to them or anything like that. But if you want a feature for people to be able to chat with the guide or, talk to a version of you or some kind of persona that you want to create that can help them answer questions like, hey, I want, a restaurant that is on the, that's either 1 star or this and is in Dallas or something like that. It should be able to return recommendations for them, and then they can save those to their experience.
Yeah, and those recommendations would primarily come from the data you've already uploaded into Proxi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that that actually kind of concludes this tour of guides. I would love to hear what questions that you have.
Okay, I have one more thing to add. We forgot to mention, Chelsey. With the payment updates going out, one follow-on change that should be out hopefully before the end of the year, if not early next year, is not only just payment to access the guide, but also subscription. So if you want someone to access this guide recurrently, and maybe it's $5 a month or $10 a month to have access to it, you'll be able to make it so that is a way that you can bring in income.
Yep, great point.
Okay, Ray.
This what do you call this? The chat setup. Do you have an ETA when that'll be available?
It is no. The answer is no. We're trying to prioritize it. We're trying to figure out how many people would want this. So maybe if you would want this, put it in the chat in here. And I think what would be really helpful is, what kinds of, for me, from a developer perspective, what kinds of questions do you think your audience would ask in that chat? Because then that helps me think about how to configure the chatbot.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
And
Sorry, go ahead.
And if you want to think about that question and email Melinda and/or me your answers, those are our emails.
Perfect.
And if you actively want,
We have you on our list, Jess.
Yeah, you got Mel to give more of an answer. I've like direct questions. Oh my gosh, so funny. Okay, well, I'm going to stop the recording and stop presenting. And